Hello, let's begin with the big picture today. So yesterday we managed to hold this support of September lows right here and we rallied up to above 500. Let's see today if we hold this 500 or even if we retest it and hold support and then go up. If we manage to go up and break out this 650 area, then we could see further upside. On the other hand, if we fail to hold this 650 area, we could see further downside. This kind of scenario. Let's see. So on the trading scenarios on 1 minute is to initially to see if this low gap, if this gap will get filled and we have kind of support down here at 500, or if on the other hand we can see some support here at this kind of area in the balance high of yesterday, then rally up. Another good scenario for short will be initially to grind up here to retest the day's high, initial balance high, and then go for this gap fill. This will be very good because it's 100 plus points. Let's see which scenario will play out. If I see momentum picking up to the downside, I will try to sell it until this gap fills. And I would like to see if I will be able to buy it down to 500 or so, this kind of area for a potential rally. But again, we need to see how price will set up. So I sorted right here at this kind of breakdown of initial balance low. Let's see if we fill the gap. I would like to buy down here initially for this kind of setup. So let's see if this happens. Nice trade so far. I close my position. Let's see if I try to buy here. So I bought right here at this kind of retest, yesterday's equilibrium line. Let's see now if we hold above the gap low and hold the support above it, then try to rally up to 550 initial balance low of today's range, and then gradually go up to 600. So of course this is a bullish scenario, but again we can just collapse straight down. Let's see. So we can see price bringing down here, I stop it here to break even. Let's see if we hold any kind of support or if we flash down to yesterday's initial balance low, or even at this, or I think it was Tuesday's low. So price failed to break down previous low right here, and I bought here at this breakout of 500s. Let's see how it will behave here at this gap low, and if it manages to go up to this kind of initial balance low today and then potentially up to 600. So we can see failure of the price upon volume weighted average price here, immediately selling. Let's see how far down can this go, or if it's just going to reverse. Choppy price action at the moment. So just to look at this choppy slow price action here, better to avoid it if you can. But I bought here at 500 retest. I gave me up to 506. Let's see if this finally holds and we have a gradual move to the upside, or if we're just going to collapse straight down. I'll look for this kind of potential play, but it seems just reversing. So let's see. So I bought here once again, but let's see if this kind of short-term double bottom will hold and we'll have a move up to, I don't know, 600, but we need to break all of this very weak at the moment. So he sold off here straight down after the first hour of cash market. Now we pulled back. Now I'm short here. I would like to see this kind of formation I was explaining earlier on Periscope as well. Then I would like to see price, if price holds and maintains this lower band of this initial balance of this zone, the lower side. If we see spending time between here, then we have good chances to go down to 400 or even lower. Let's see if that happens. So you can see here price hold resistance here, a short again up to equilibrium line 522s. Let's see if we go further downside. Very nice trade so far. Sometimes it works straight away like today, immediately resistance here, and this coincides with gap low as well. Let's see how far down can this go and if it will manage to go down to 400s. Very nice trade so far, 60 points. Let's see if it sells back down to 400s. You can watch here the periscope from 2 hours ago. I was describing live about this potential move up to 522s, and then kind of shorted it here, then took its time, and now we're working very nice. Let's see if it goes down to 400s. So let's see how this trade will play out here at this previous low. If we find any support, we will break straight through, and if we if we manage to sell back down to 400 again, below 400 we have its 100% of its average range between these 5 hours of trading. But let's see, at the moment looks very weak. Initial sell-off, pullback, resistance, and then continuation. Let's see how low this can go. So we can see now price broke previous low. Let's see if it flashed down to 400s. So price retested 50s and failed and held perfect resistance. Now it's testing the lows. Let's see how far down. Very nice trade at the 105 points. I scaled up right here and here. The statistic I use for this kind of setup when price holds below here and holds resistance at the middle point suggests a move down to 377s. Let's see, this is the average, this the average range between this hour and until the cash market opens. So if we hold here any support, perhaps we could see some further upside. But again, generally speaking, we need to see price go down to 377s according to statistics. Let's see. My initial short from here was very good trade. As you can see, perhaps I will close it on a flash down move here. Very nice sell off here. I close my position just about here. Let's see if we hold any support here at this kind of very important statistics level. Perhaps we could see some upside from here. So let's see. So price managed to collapse since my entry 160 points. Let's see, now it's kind of overextended. Let's see if we have any support here at 350s 40s area. You can see here we have for this hour, this 5.5 hours of trading, we have the average range up here, and then the average when on the instances above the average, this is comes to 350. So perhaps we can hold here. So something will look like this, but not sure how much up. Then we'll see into the US session. Another level is this 100%. It's 140% comes down here, which I would like to buy around 340s. So let's see. Let's see here the daily chart again, where we began today up here. I was talking about if we fail to break this out, then perhaps we can see further downside. This is the case. Let's see. Let's watch every low of this kind of range until 50s. For today, if this doesn't hold, perhaps we could see very aggressive downside because these are multi-month support areas. So perhaps we could see further down from here. Let's see. So we can see here very important levels 340s. This is from multi-month support. Coincided with 140% of this exhaustion level I use. Immediately support about here. Let's see if we have further upside and by how much this will be, and if we break out 400s, of course US will dictate if we continue selling or if we can bounce back up. So breaking out all of these levels at the moment, this kind of long didn't work out at 340s. Let's see if we found any support here. We're currently at the 200% of this average range. This could be very good buy, but let's see if we move further downside. Of course, a new extreme can happen. We'll look this kind of area until 200s. Very nice support right here. You can see immediately 60 points or so from this low. So as you can see here, we bounced a good 60 points or so since this fake down move of 200% average range, 50 points. The reason for this is, the reason I got long is because we are currently at this kind of exhaustion level right here, and we have 6% chance for this to happen within this time frame. So within this time frame, the past X sessions, I archived it and count the number of times which what has it done, and this is the average range right here, from here to here, average range. This is the 200% of the range, so 2 times this. And this is 200% of this kind of breakout, as I was explaining earlier in this morning, from this my initial short up here. Of course, not every day hits 200% extremes, but when it does, we have 96% chances to bounce from here. So this is a very high probability trade, that's why I bought. But let's see how price will develop during the US cash market and if we bounce up to 9400s. On the other hand, if we don't and we make a new low, this would be very ugly, and then we'll see how it goes. Let's see where we are now since my buy order here down to 270s, 100 points above. Let's see if we manage to go 140%. This is the average range within these 2 hours of US cash session until from US cash open until the European cash close. Let's see if we manage to go up to 140%. I would like to see price holding this kind of around this area 450s. I will close my long position up here. So let's see if this happens. Very nice trade so far. You can see how exhaustion levels work. This trade had 94% chances to happen, and it did happen. Flash down moves which never tested previous low. So let's see the rebound now. Another way to watch for this kind of continuation is I like this kind of support here at 190s of SPY. Let's see if SPY goes up and fill this kind of unfilled gap. So I would like to perhaps see the correlation of SPY and DAX up to 194. When SPY is up to 194, I will close my position on DAX. Very nice trade right here. I close all my positions around here. Perhaps I close it early. Let's see. Again, we're reaching now 140%, but of course this could be expected that much because we sort of 200% from this average range. Very nice support since my buy here 170 points. Let's see if we go further upside. At the moment I'm done for the day. Perhaps I could sell about 500 if it goes there, but then let's see again. SPY is breaking out this kind of gap as I was saying a little while ago. That's why I said perhaps I closed my DAX earlier because still hasn't been up to this level which I wanted. So let's see if this case will prove, if this proves to be the case, and we'll have a kind of 480s retest. So again here I shorted again, and this is yesterday's initial balance low. Perfect resistance here at today's initial balance low as well. Let's see. Almost 180% of this average range. Of course this could be expected because of this kind of 200%. Let's see now if we are exhausted and we meet down 400s. I would like to close my short down here. So let's see. Very nice trade so far here using the exhaustion levels. Of course this could be shorted up here with volume spike as well. Let's see if it goes up to 50% of this kind of retracement, and if I would like to buy it here or just leave it goes as much down as possible. Okay, so price went to do this 50% of this initial rally. Let's see how it will trade now. Pull back from this kind of resistance here to the tick up to initial balance low. Very nice trading today, huge swings. So price has support here at this 50% and buy it though. A few minutes until the European cash market close. So today we gap down, fill the gap, failed to hold this kind of midpoint here and gap low. Shorted it here for a really nice move. Then I bought this down because of my statistics. Then this was kind of chopping around and scary, let's say. But then again, this 300s support held, massive rally up. You can see counting from the US session up to highs 190 points, and if we count down from the lows 215 points. This happens only when we are below 200 moving average and on very nice intraday swings. Let's close today's video with a big picture again as we opened it this morning. Again we broke down 500 that we failed to hold above. Now held support here at this kind of lows and almost at this one. Of course this is not, intraday swings may happen, but this is not good in terms of longs on the big picture. You can see here some very important levels 2 years ago, let's say. Perhaps this is very macro picture, but if we manage to break down this kind of lows right here and we close below, we could see 9,000 or even lower. On the other hand, if we fail, perhaps we could see further upside, but we need to build above 9,500 and then 10,000 to, of course, to know that. So that's it for today, and thanks for watching.